2K Sports. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Lights up the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Rockets. Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Modiunas and Howard, the post there. And it's a reason in at the small forward. Last season for James Harden was easily his best hit. Finished second in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game scoring. Greg at more than 27 a game.
And it also carries that Rockets team that dealt with the injuries to Dwight Howard. And second in the league in scoring. I mean, narrowly losing out to Russell Westbrook, who just went on a tremendous tear in the second half of the season. And then also finished runner-up in the MVP race.
Howard shoots. Another miss by Houston. The Warriors have gone 2-3 here to start out the game. Thompson for the triple. And another three with Golden State.
How about 3 of 4 up the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
No good again that time.
Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
There's the triple. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
You know what? They've been on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, backbreaking run. Really exposing the weaknesses in their defense.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they had.
From deep 3-point range. Again, the miss by Thompson. For Houston, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. I'm watching the line here. That'll be a backcourt violation. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Here's Howard. Takes it off the glass.
Hey, he was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever. And now there is a better way to open a book.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Out to Johnson. Tries again. And he... hits the jump shot. Johnson's got 16.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
It's stolen by Curry. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, off target from 3-point range. Rockets trail by 14. Here's Modiunas. And that one comes up a bit short.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over. Not sure what the D was doing. Now, you can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Thompson for three. Bogut kicks to Thompson. Takes a three. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got his third rebound on the night. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Slams it down.
It's like raining buckets right now. This is early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
The versatility of Klay Thompson. He provides so much at that two-guard position.
Well, he can defend three positions, Kevin. And offensively, he does everything you want done from the two-guard spot. He can play with or without the ball.
Rush comes in for Harrison Barnes. And a change for the Rockets. Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Maniunas. Here is Harden. 1:22 left in the first.
And Thompson's certainly in the conversation for the best two-way shooting guard in basketball. There's really not much he doesn't do well.
Now, here's Thompson. Harden missing his last shot. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. 1:04 left here in the first quarter. With the shot. Harden missing again.
And Thompson's much more active running the pick and roll lately. A great pocket passer. And, of course, the defense has to stay glued to him because of that ability to knock down shots.
Again, the miss by Thompson.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it?
Here's Ariza. Kept wide by Houston. Here's Howard. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. A drive by Thompson. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Rockets trail by 16. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
Takes that one as it powers it through.
Fellas, that two-hand lock to the slam was thick.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad that...
And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, told us about his company.
Anywhere 5-6 feet.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? Tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely...
I'm putting you in. Let's go.
Arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And, guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
So on the floor for Houston. Beasley out there with Corey Brewer. And there's Terry, and it's McDaniels at the two.
And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
And Steph Curry with the foul.
Side out.
That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
McDaniels off the left rim and out.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
For Houston, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Terry, that's a 2. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And that's now 24 points for Klay Thompson.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
Substitution here. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Capella. Motiejunas comes in for Brewer. Trevor Ariza's checked in for KJ McDaniel. And it's James Harden in for Jason Terry. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Motiejunas. Nice D from Bogut.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Stolen by Thompson. Now the Warriors moving it up. Thompson with the ball. It's stolen by Ariza. On its way from Beasley for 2. No good off the front iron.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target from outside.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
Stolen by Thompson. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. For the 3. The shot is up. Harden with the defensive effort.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. That's good.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
And usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And the Rockets making a change here. Beverly's checked in. Open shot. Thompson. And another basket for Golden State.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Here's Harden. It's good from about 19 feet. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter. And here are the Warriors now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Thompson with the bucket.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Kicks it out to Harden. Shoots over Curry. Again, the miss by Harden.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Offensive rebound. Here's Howard. Shoots over Curry. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
One shot. Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Catching up in the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in, and it's Brewer in for Trevor Ariza.
And guys, you know, we talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard is the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
Timeout called the Rockets. Howard is still Clark, an efficient rebounder, still prolific in fact, but he's no longer dominant. Last year he had not one 20-plus rebound game. Tell me the last time that happened.
Well, you know, this being Dwight's 12th season in the league, Kevin, a lot of wear and tear on him. I think he's trying to fight through it, and he's still very much more than serviceable. Wants to get a ring, and he's doing his part to try to make that happen.
Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Rush in for Harrison Barnes. And then for Houston, Beasley comes in for Corey Brewer. And it's James Harden in for McDaniels. That's good.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And again, no good by Golden State. Here's Capella. He hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure will change. Thompson for 3. Shot is off. Good D by Harden. Rockets on offense. Releases. The Warriors pull it in. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Beverly.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Thompson, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Thompson's got 37.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Warriors shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, fielding, good looks. Rush gets the bucket.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
Harden. Broke loose. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
On deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 40 points for Klay Thompson. And through one half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are completely in control of. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap goes down in the third and fourth quarters.
Terrific game for Thompson. 40 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Maurice Spates out there with Draymond Green, and it's Rush in at the small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Rockets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. From deep, Harden. That is good. Harden's got 14.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
When you think of James Harden, you don't think much about his athleticism. His strength, though, is exceptional for his position.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact. You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound contest. That's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
And the shot is good.
And Harden able to get wherever he wants on the court. I mean, he can muscle you, but he's also got that Euro step and all those moves that just leave you in a dizzy.
Thompson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. But Trey, it's rebounded by Houston. Ariza's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lots of room. They get the rebound. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Thompson for 3. And the Warriors get it back. Lets the 3 fly. And good on the basket. Thompson's got 46 points.
The team with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
They get it back. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Houston shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of it.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Brewer is checked in for Howard. McDaniels comes in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly.
You know, Harden, you think about how elusive he is, but at the same time, he's a guy that seeks contact. I mean, he'll entice a defender to try and reach in, and a master salesman when it comes to getting those reps to blow the whistle.
Clock is at 3. Thompson misses.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Curry passes to Rush. And rejection by McDaniel. But he recovers it. Ariza against Thompson. The second chance effort. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The Rockets shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Another miss by Houston. Golden State's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Thompson for 3. Warriors the rebound. There's the dish to Spates. Montejunas with the steal. Here's the 3. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years. Ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in, and it's Beasley in for Trevor Ariza.